Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about the available string method in JavaScript. So basically we all know what string is. Whatever we write within a double quote will treat it as string in JavaScript, right? So there is a two way to declare a variable with a string value. So we'll go with the first one that we have already seen. So I declare a variable called str and assign some string within it, that is called JavaScript tutorial. So this is a way to declare or assign some string value into a variable. This way is called by string lateral. There is another way that is called by string object, as in JavaScript string is treated as object. Okay, so I declare another variable called str1, and there is a keyword called new to create a new object of any object. So after that I write string, which is an object. It's coming with a capital S, and in a parenthesis I will write some string that is like tutorship academy. So this way also we can declare a string into a variable. So this way is called by string object. So whoever know what object is, I think they can easily relate this line, but if you don't know what object is, when we will go with the object chapter in our future video, it will be clear. So basically we will going to follow this line only because it is easy. So as string is an object, there are a lot of functions or methods are available in a string object. So we'll go them one by one. So let's start with the first method, which is called caret. So it is look like caret, and in the bracket we'll pass some value like numeric value, for example 3. So let go with an example like I just try to print something so I can show you how this caret will work. So first we'll need a string variable on which we are going to apply this function. So I have a variable called str, so str, after that dot, then caret, and after that we have to put a number. So what this number represent? This number will represent the position of a letter in your string. So if I give 6, what will happen in this string? If you see, there is a lot of character and each character has their own position. The position will start from 0 and it will go onward. So the J is present on the 0th index. After that A is 1, V is 2, A is 3, S is 4, C is 5, and R is on 6th. So if I pass 6 over here, so it will return R from this variable. So let's save this, go back to our browser. If I do refresh, it's print R over here, you see. So this way we can get any letter from a specific string if we know the position. So this is the first function of string we have learned. So go to the next one, that is called concat, and it took a string variable mostly, so str. So how it work? Let's go with an example. So document dot write. After that we have to always need a string on which we are going to apply this function. So I have a string called str, then dot concat. So what this concat method is actually do, it will concat or add two string one by one. Okay, so I have a string called str which contains JavaScript tutorial, and another string, another variable called str1 that contains tutorship academy. So if I concat both, how it will look? So I just pass this another variable called str1, and if I go to my browser and try to refresh, it will print JavaScript tutorial and tutorship academy all along, because it's concatenating JavaScript tutorial with tutorship academy. So that what concat function do. Okay, so let's go with the another one that is called index of, and it will take some letter. So what it will actually do? So document dot write and str dot index of, so it will return. So it is basically the opposite of caret. It will return the position of a letter in your string. So if I write a, if I pass a in a double quote, then what will it return? Just save it, go to our browser and see, it will return 1. Why? So you see the j is present in the 0th position, as you already learned that the string will always start from 0th position. So j is on 0th position, and after that the a first is come on the first position. So the index of will always return the position of the letter you have passed in this method. See, if I write s over here, capital S, and save it, if I refresh, it will give 4 because it is on the 4th. 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so what happened if I write something which is not present in our string value, like d is not present right there. Okay, so just save and go back to browser. It will return -1 because it is not present in your string. So whatever value which is not present in your string, for that this index of method will always return -1. Okay, and if it is present, then it will pass the proper index of that letter. So this is the third one. Let's go with the fourth one, that is called LastIndex of, and it will also get some character. So what's the difference between the index of and LastIndex of? So document, write and str dot LastIndex of, and I pass a. Okay, so I think it is pretty easy to guess that what this method will do. In index of, whenever we pass a, it returned number 1, right? So because it take the first occurrence of the a letter, but in the LastIndex of, it will always take the occurrence of that particular letter at the end of the string. In the string, the a occur in the first place also, in this place also, and the last place also. But for this method, will always return the position of this a because it's occur at the last. So just save it and just refresh, and it's return 18, which is the position of this a. But index of, we already see that index of is returning the position 1 for the a, which is return this a. Okay, so the next one is replace, and it took 2 argument, one is a and another is b. So we are going to replace a by b. So let's see, document dot write and then str dot replace. So which thing we are going to replace with whom? So we have a called JavaScript tutorial. So if I want to replace t with some other letter called k, then how it will look? So if I save it, if I go to browser and refresh, it shows JavaScript tutorial, right? So we are able to replace a letter with another letter. So let's see, can we replace more letter at a time or not? So if I want to replace Java with k, then what will happen? So just refresh and KScript tutorial. So we can replace actually any string with any string by the help of this method. So we are done with this method. Let go to the another method called Substring. Okay, and this will take 2 argument, both are number. So what it will do? So let document dot str dot substr, and so first argument is the number, which is the position of a letter in your string, and the second argument is also a number which will denote the length of the substring you want to cut off from the actual string. So basically the 4 is denoting the j is on 0, a1, v2, a3, and s is 4. So from 4 to 5, if I go 5 times, so 1 2 3 4. So with S, this is I think 4, fifth item, right? So S is 1 2 3 4 5. So script, so it will return basically script. So let's see, just save it, and if I refresh, okay, so it's written script. So this is the called substring. So the part of a string, we are just cut a part of a string from our actual string. So the first argument is denoting the occurrence of that letter, particular letter, and the second argument is denoting the length of your substring. Means you start from that particular string and until how many letter you want to cut off. So this is a call substier. This, by using this method, we can easily get some substring. There is another method that is called substring. This method is look like something this, and it will also take 2 argument as a number. So let's see what is the difference between substring and substring. So document dot write and str dot substring and 4,5. So first let's see what it will return. So if I go to my browser, if I refresh, it will return S. Okay, now we'll see why. So 4 is called 0 1 2 3 4, and what is 5? So 4 to 5 is this one, right? So basically it will return the first occurrence and last, means not last, the before of last. So it will be more clear if I write 6 over here instead of 5. So now 4 is denoting this S, 5 is denoting this C, and 6 is denoting this R. So if I do save, go back to browser and refresh, it will feel SC. Why SC? Because it will start from the 4th position of the letter, so that is S, and it will continue before the 6th, that is less than 6, not less than equal to 6. Okay, so 4 5, and it will stop on 6. It will not print the 6th letter, it will stop before the 6th letter. So this way also we can get our substring. So there is a basically 2 way to get the substring. One is by using the length, how many on which length you want the substring, and another is way giving the start and end position of the substring. Okay, so go to our next method, that is called to lowercase. Okay, so how it will work? So document dot write str dot to lowercase, and it will not take any argument. So basically this method will print your string in all lowercase. Currently in our string J, S and T are in caps, right? So if I do save, go back to our browser and refresh, it will print everything in the lowercase. So this is also helpful. And go to our next, that is just opposite of the two lowercase, that is to uppercase. So you already know that what it will do. So str dot to uppercase, it will also not get any argument. So go back to our browser, and if I refresh, it will print everything in a caps form. So that's all about this string available methods in JavaScript. There are a few more are present, but those are not that much important. And if you want to learn about more function, then obviously you can go by yourself and learn. There is no limit of learning. So if you have any doubt about all these, then please reach out to me in the comment section, or if you understand well about all, then please give it a like, and see you in the next video. Thank you.